Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On first down, it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, we knew this game had the potential to have quite a few twists and turns, but maybe not. On the very first play of the game.
And not only did they end up with an interception, they got an actual bonus too. A nice return ends up setting them up first and goal. What a change and what a twist.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off. And not the, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll set up the throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's who the freshest guy.
And he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, Newton eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right, David?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
A 1st down carry for Smith. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move.
Nice play, baby.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. On 1st down, Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. This is caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Second and 4. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Here we go.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week, now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush. It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there with Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity. Comes back to those defenders.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Ready? Katie? Gun. Check 43. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Newton can find it. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Right there. I hope you brought your husband.
4th down. Here's is Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come up the ball, horse.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check it.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he's going to go down again. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
They're coming and throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 17. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You got nothing with that. You got gun. Under 10, 10, 36. That's rock now.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of a key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, Don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Buying time is left. It got his man complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
To the air again, Newton. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Mike 37. Watch the pass. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Gun. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Express. Here we go again. And we're going 37 is the Mike.
From the red zone now, Newton. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He is going to find Hill here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Yeah, 180. Double dog. Gun. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Bang. Check your hot read.
They'll try to run this one in. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing
Haskins on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's going to take it in for a Ryan touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 20. Three-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one did.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. It's their quarterback. 77 yards. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
20.
To try again after the sack. Newton eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it from route.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
On the
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
The mic, boy, 51. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, Mike.
They snap it to Sanchez. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. B.J. Hill able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Got to do better.
Hey, lock it.
Come on, QB, come on. Big end, big end, big
Deep
end.
dribble.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 46 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 49 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns of the season, both in this game. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there when you go to the backup level. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Sanchez. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
New England on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Give to Smith out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ready?
And down inside the 15 he goes. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage, now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Let's go. 18 Gator. I got it. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3. Let's go.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called